What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. This is my third video, number 3 video, demonstrating why these racist white people do not want black people involved in politics. Why they fight so hard, why they will kill us before we get involved in politics. They don't want to hear what we got to say, because what we got to say is powerful because it's true. You see, the truth flies in the face of the shit they want to do. The truth flies in the face of the fantasies they want to believe to uphold white supremacy. But it's a new day, because no matter what you do, you can't stop us. You cannot stop us from participating in politics, no matter how many times you try to cheat. No matter how many times you try to push the goddamn goalposts. No matter how many standards you hold us to that you can't barely meet the bare minimum to get to. I'm going to show you why it is we should be involved in politics. These are the black men that we should be uplifting. Not the Cunarians that kowtow to white supremacy in order to get them dead presidents. These are the politicians we need to be making famous. These are the black people we need to make famous. These are the black people we need to be listened to when they talking. Not rappers who are nothing but coons. All rappers who made their millions talking shit about the black community are coons and part of the apparatus of white supremacy. And then they go move to the suburbs and want to talk about liberating their people after they done got theirs, while participating in the system to make sure that their people don't get theirs. But anyway, I want you to listen to this practicing black man, this practicing African. Speak truth to power. And I hope it inspires you and motivates you to get involved, because this is a fight. Politics is war without guns. War is politics with guns. I used to be a politician, and I was good at it. All right? That's why I won't get involved in the politician without guns. I'm going to need my gun, because that's the kind of operator I am. I need some finality in my shit. All right? But since I don't have that kind of discipline not to utilize finality in my shit, I'm going to leave it up to those who can do that. But I will always cheerlead them from the side. And I do my side in the social media side to back them up. And we need more black people backing up, more social media commentators backing up our politicians, fighting in the halls of Congress, in the House, on the White House, and in the judiciary for us. Even though most of the ones on the internet right now talk about politics don't work. They don't want to participate, but they want to cry about what's happening. They want to let both white people on both sides dictate how black people are dealt with in this country, but they don't want to participate in the goddamn process. And they want to lead our people and not to participate in the political process, making us useless, powerless, choiceless. We got to get up and fight. That means we got to get up and get our young boys interested in going to politics and fighting these coon-ass Negroes in the halls of Congress. Fighting these racist pieces of shit, chitlin motherfuckers in the hall of Congress. That's what we need to get. We need to rally about that shit. Make that shit cool. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Do you commit to working to ensure...
What I was trying to say...
Excuse me, it's my time.
Fine.
Don't speak over me while I'm asking you questions. I don't work for you. I work for 750,000 people in Nevada. Do you commit to working to ensure that all field offices are not only fully operational, but also better staffed, more efficient, and equipped to meet the growing needs of the public? Yes or no?
I commit to they will be working excellently.
Yes or no? It's a very simple question, sir.
I don't know if we need more staff in any of them.
I said better staffed, more efficient, and equipped.
Yes.
In April, I led my colleagues on this committee in introducing a resolution of inquiry demanding answers about DOJ's fueled plans to shut down field offices, slash staff, and gut customer service. One such DOJ-driven policy would have eliminated the option for retirees and survivors to apply for benefits or update their direct deposit information over the phone. While SSA eventually reversed course, thanks to public outcry, beneficiaries still can't make direct deposit changes by phone. So, Commissioner, as a self-described fundamental DOJ person, do you truly believe that policies forcing nearly 1 million hours of unnecessary travel on beneficiaries are efficient? Yes or no?
I would think that would be a no.
Thank you. Finally, I am still waiting on an answer about the breach of information that affects constituents and their information, and whether that personal information, medical information, disability information by DOJ is any way being used for purposes other than they're intended. So I will look forward to having your office work with my office, and I ask for your commitment today to receive a response to that inquiry.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I yield back. Does taking health care away from 16 million Americans lower prices for working families? Yes or no?
I'm not sure what that question means.
The bill, the big, beautiful bill that was passed by this committee and the majority of the Republicans in the House would eliminate health care for 16 million Americans. I'm asking, does that lower the cost for working families? Yes or no?
Again, which cost? Oil, fuel cost, food cost?
Household cost.
Sorry?
The cost that households have to cover every month. Middle class working people.
Again, I disagree with the characterization.
So the answer is no. The bill doesn't deal with that.
Well,
can you
that's your
name
answer.
one rural community whose hospital will be strengthened by this one big, beautiful bill? Just one. Yes or no?
Again, I'm not HHS, but I will be happy to get to you on that.
I would appreciate that answer. 16 million people stand to lose health care. That's thousands of hospitals that will be affected. We're talking about jobs and families that will be impacted. Worse, we're dealing with these tariffs, which are taxes that Americans pay, which are raising the cost on medical equipment, putting further strain on rural hospitals in my district, but yet the billionaires under this plan will still get their tax break. Mr. Secretary, under the bill, who gets the most benefits? A billionaire with a complex tax return or a working parent with one W-2?
Under President Trump's first term, a greater...
Not the first term.
Well,
I'm asking under this bill.
Including this bill, in terms of percent, as opposed to absolute numbers, in terms of percent, working families will have a greater...
Well, in fact, Mr. Secretary, every credible outside estimator says that the wealthiest win under this proposal and working people and the poor lose. They pay more. Working people pay more. That's the story of this big, beautiful bill. Help the ultra-rich and leave everyone else paying the price. Are you yourself a beneficiary of any provision in this bill? Will you personally receive a tax cut under the provisions of under this bill?
Two things, Congressman.
Yes or no? It's
we had a referendum on November 5th, and
Mr.
working
Secretary,
Americans
yes or
voted
no?
for President
Reclaiming
Trump.
my time.
And
Reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman.
And two,
Mr. Chairman, I'm reclaiming my time.
And two...
So, Mr. Secretary, it's my time, Mr. Secretary. I'm asking you a yes or no question.
I'm trying to answer you, and...
It's a yes or no question.
Saying it louder does not elicit an answer.
Well, not answering the question at all proves that you're evasive. Are you the head, the person that's the head of overseeing the implementation of our tax code, a beneficiary under the provisions of, any provisions of this bill?
Again, this is an extension of an existing bill.
So are you a beneficiary?
This is an extension.
Okay, I will take that as a no. Mr. Secretary, did the TCJA help increase the supply of housing? Yes or no?
Sorry?
Did the TCJA help increase the supply of housing? Yes or no?
I don't know. And
according to
the
the Federal Reserve of Philadelphia, comparing the pre and post TCJA housing market, they found that between January of 2015 to October of 2019, housing construction in fact slowed under TCJA. So, Mr. Secretary, do tariffs on steel, aluminum, and lumber raise the cost of construction? Yes or no?
Again, on the housing point, the interest rates went up because the economy was stronger.
And under this proposal...
Inflation was nascent.
And under a budget report that just came out from the Yale Budget Lab, they just released data showing that because of the debt that is going to be added by this big, ugly bill, mortgage rates will increase. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware that
this bill is a disaster for the people of Nevada who are struggling with the cost of rent and the ability to afford housing. These are the pressing issues that my constituents are concerned about, And I hope that this administration understands the impact of the negative consequences of their proposal.
This administration very much understands
I yield back.
the impacts on working Americans, and that's why working Americans voted for President Trump.
To the American people, I want you to hear this. Today, we are voting for transparency in government. There is only one person who's unelected and a bureaucrat who is causing havoc throughout the government. That is Elon Musk and his hackers. Now, my constituents need and want to know who accessed their sensitive data and for what purpose. I want you to know that this inquiry specifically states that within 14 days, the President provide and direct to the Department of the Treasury, to the House of Representatives, all communications related to the access to or the use of the Treasury payment system by Doge, Elon Musk, or any member of his team. It also calls for the access to or use of confidential tax returns or tax return information by Doge, Elon Musk, or a member of his team, and any screenshots taken of the data or records in the Treasury payment system by Doge, Elon Musk, or a member of his team. This is common sense. This resolution of inquiry is simple. We are doing our duty as elected members of Congress. I don't work for Elon Musk, and he wasn't elected to do anything on behalf of the American people. So I'm asking for simple information, information that should be shared with Congress. Now, to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I want to work with you on government efficiency. There's several of you that we are actually in those efforts involved with. I want to be able to identify ways to make government work for the working people of this country. But there's a way to do it, and this is not it. Chaos only breeds further chaos, and my constituents are scared, they're worried, they're concerned about their personal information being used by Elon Musk and his hackers. From Pahrump to Mesquite, my office has received calls from constituents concerned about their information being stolen, and they have a right to know by whom and for what purpose. Sunshine is the best disinfectant. My constituents deserve to know why an unelected bureaucrat, Elon Musk, who is the richest person in the world, and his hackers are illegally accessing tax data, Social Security information, bank information. Why do they have it, and what is the purpose? That is the purpose of this inquiry. I am defending the rights of my constituents to know what has been accessed, by whom, and for what purpose. I don't understand, for the life of me, how my colleagues on the other side would not support this resolution. I'm here to defend my constituents. That's what I was elected to do. Elon Musk, you were elected to do absolutely nothing. Get your grubby hands off of the data of the people of America and the information that they're entitled to remain confidential. With that, I yield back. Thank you, Chairman Smith, and to the ranking member. Mr. Trade Representative, are you aware that the tariffs have been paused?
I am, yes.
When were you made aware of that?
Well, I understood the decision was made a few minutes ago. It's something
Sitting here,
under discussion.
Sitting here, under discussion. So did you know that this was under discussion, and why did you not include that as part of your opening remarks?
So typically what I don't do is divulge the contents of my discussions with
What are the
President
details of the pause?
Well, my understanding is that because so many countries have decided not to retaliate, we're going to have about 90 days.
No, excuse me? We are, China increased their tariffs on the United States. Trump blinked.
What's the blink, sir?
What do you know about this pause? What are the details of it?
Well, the details, as I understand it, is that China continues to retaliate. Other countries didn't retaliate. The president 2 or 3 days ago said we wanted to negotiate with those countries that asked for meetings. That's what we're doing.
What are the
We've had
details?
discussions.
How long is the pause? How many days? How many weeks?
I understand it's 90 days. I haven't spoken to the president since I've been
So
in
the
this
trade
hearing.
representative hasn't spoken to the president of the United States about a global reordering of trade.
Yes, I have. I've
And
just
yet
been in the
he's-
hearing with you, sir.
But yet he announced it on a tweet? WTF? Who's in charge?
I pray all of the billionaires who exploit the lower class fucking die. And they get licked down, put in the ground, dug up, and then fucking told to die again. Bitch ass fuck. Fuck is you talking about? Amen.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.